Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D. It's a 1981 Washington quarter. We have the three mint marks here, the Denver, the Philadelphia, and then down here underneath we have the San Francisco. And the San Francisco for 1981 is going to be one we're going to have to look at very closely, and we'll talk about the Type 1 and the Type 2s from San Francisco. But first, let's start with this Philadelphia coin over here. The Philadelphia Mint in 1981, they made 602 million quarters. Every single one of them just about has a P that looks like this, and if you can tell that's a P, you got better eyes than I do. And it probably is a P because it doesn't look anything like what a D would look like or an S would look like. So at the top it says Liberty. Here it says In God We Trust under Washington's chin, 1981 here. And then way down underneath there are some initials which you can read pretty well in the 1981s. There's a J and an F right up there on the bottom of Washington's neck. And that's for John Flanagan, the engraver of this coin in 1932. If we tip it up on its edge, we see it's a copper nickel clad copper coin, and we get it onto the back, we see that it has the eagle, and we will not find many tail feathers on the legs or on the upper chest or shoulders of this eagle. You get a Mint State 65, it's worth $24, but you can get up to a Mint State 67 plus, you're talking $4,000. Mint State 67 plus would definitely have the feathers on it. And you see this coin says United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum, $quarter down here, very worn all through there. You can see how it's almost like it has swells in the Q and the A and the R. It kind of goes up and on one end, down on the other, up, back at the bottom. The Denver Mint in 1981, they made 576 million. And you can actually read that D, and it's pretty good. It's a messy D, but you can tell it's a Denver Mint coin. The Mint State 65 from Denver is worth $15. The Mint State 67 plus, $1,150. Now they also made them at the San Francisco Mint, and this is the one that we need to examine closely. They made 4 million quarters. No silver quarters were made in 1981 for any kind of specialty sets or other sets. At the San Francisco Mint, they have some Type 1 and Type 2 quarters, and it all goes to what this S here looks like. And if you get this S, and if it's bigger on top than it is on the bottom, then you know you have what they call a Type 2. If it's bigger on the bottom or same size on the bottom as the top, you have a Type 1. For the Type 1s, the Proof 70 Deep cameos are worth $38. I'll show you a Proof 69 Deep cameo that I got for $7. And this is just amazing, but you look down here and you see that it's just a regular size. This is not bigger on the bottom. And you see this is from PCGS 1981S. I bought for $7. So you can get up to a Proof 69 Deep cameo for this 1981, and you're still talking $7 if it's a Type 1. And you see PCGS recognize the Type 1 and Type 2 and actually puts it on their coins when they seal them up. Now, what's a Type 2 look like? Well, here's a coin that has a Type 2 from 1981. And let's see if we can magnify it up. And we also want to tell you a trick about the Susan B from 1981, and that is in 1981 they put out some San Francisco Mint circulating dollars. For 1981 they put out 3.5 million Susan B Anthony coins that you could buy if you bought a mint set. Or I believe you could buy them in rolls, but they were circulating ones. And so when you look for the S's for the Susan B's from 1981, remember that you have both the circulating ones and you have the proof coins. So when you get one, you'll be able to immediately determine the difference between the two. And here's how they did it. They took the Denver Mint set with all the Denver coins in it, the half, the dollar, the penny, the quarter, the dime, the nickel, and they stuck a Susan B San Francisco Mint circulating one in here. So we can put them right next to each other. And you'll see that this S on this Susan B is different from the S on this Susan B. So see this one, pretty much same size top and bottom, a little bit filled. See the S on this one over here? Not the same top and bottom. The bottom is much bigger and wider. This is what the Type 2S looks like. This is what the Type 1S looks like. If you got them on the quarter, they'd look almost exactly the same. If you're looking for the San Francisco coins, you can get them in a proof set. It's pretty hard to get them otherwise. They also made mint sets with the P and the D coins in them. And the 2.9 million mint sets that they made in 1981 were the last mint sets they made until 1984. So if you're a mint set collector like I am, when you first start, you probably look for the 1982 and 1983 mint sets and wonder why you can't find them. And it turns out that the U.S. Mint in 1981 decided to stop making mint sets for a couple years. And then there was so much complaints from the coin collectors and the coin dealers. When the coin dealers found that there weren't any new mint sets, they complained, and they complained a lot. One of the things we noticed when we put these two together is they're both dented. The mint marks hit them so hard. See the dent right above the D there? And see how dented in the P is here? If we get the light right, you can see. So they smashed this P so hard that they actually smushed it, and they made a dent in the coin. And on the D over here, they smashed it so hard they made the top look funny, and they also dented the coin there. Well, that's all we have today. Look for the Type 1 and Type 2S's on these San Francisco coins. You may be able to get some money for them. A Type 2 Proof 70 Deep Cameo is worth over $200 from the San Francisco Mint for 1981. But that's all we have today on the Big D Coin channel. We'd like to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.